Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today's video is a Q&A. I don't have like 1,000,001 followers on any of my accounts, but on my nail account I thought I'd ask people anything they wanted to know, just kind of more so my clients can see like what responses I've got, because I thought, do you know what, I'll do a video about it rather than putting it on Instagram. So here are the questions that clients and friends message me, and even people that I've not done before. Like, I find more people you don't know send you questions. Like, I literally, to be fair, I say clients and friends, it was literally clients and people that follow me, like, who sent me messages, so that's great. So I'm just going to go through the questions. So someone's asked me, how do you stay motivated? Well, it may look like I'm motivated all the time, but I genuinely am not. It's not even motivation sometimes it's like determination, and even that sometimes I struggle with. How to stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? To stay motivated, I think you've just got to, what I do is anyway, is if you're having a bad day, which people have bad days all the time, you've just got to embrace that bad day, and then tomorrow think of it as a new day. Because at this amount of times I've had days where I've like been dead stressed or upset about something, and then I've like take over a full week. It's not worth it. It's genuinely not worth it. Believe in yourself. That's probably how I stay motivated. Some days I don't believe in myself at all, and I think, why am I doing this? I don't believe in myself. I don't know why I started this. I don't know why I'm doing that. And I just get all overwhelmed and I just think, you know what? If you're enjoying it and you want to do it, just keep going, and the good will come with the bad, and you'll eventually get where you want to be. I'm nowhere near where I want to be in life, but I'm just enjoying the path of it. And I think that's how you stay motivated. And sometimes it's more determination and like the end goal rather than the motivation. Like sometimes like what actually motivates you to get up in the morning. Nothing motivates me to get up in the morning. I just want to stay in bed, because I know I've got to do things. That's what gets me up, not actually the motivation. So I think motivation's an overused word where people think, oh, she's so motivated, or he's done this or she's done that, and I think, no, it's not the motivation, it's the determination. It's what they set themselves out. If you've got a plan to do something, set it out in small steps rather than being like, right, I want to be here so I need to jump. Just take it step by step, and that's how you stay motivated or determined and just get to reach to where you want to be. Someone's asked me, would you ever do anything else with work, like any more treatments? That is a good question. In regards to that, I wouldn't expand on any like other areas of beauty, because if no one's seen my videos before, I do nails and nail courses, and I also do brow lamination, brow nano-blading, brow lamination courses, and I've just recently started doing lip blush, so like the semi-permanent makeup side of things. Would I do any more treatments? Potentially within them areas. With nails, no, I don't think, because I do acrylics and builder gel and gel, and I don't think I would ever go into like the biosculpture, or I don't think I'd ever venture out into anything other than what I do regards to that for now, unless anything else popped up in the future that I thought, oh, do you know what, I want to give that a go. But I'm happy with doing what I'm doing in regards to nails. Regards to semi-permanent makeup, yes, I would, definitely. More so in like the areas of lips, I'd want to do more courses on like different lip techniques. Brows, I do nano-blading at the minute, but I would love to go into like brow pigment, like powder brow, not powder brow, well, I can't think what it's called, it'll come to me in a minute. But other brow techniques I would definitely delve into. And I would also, what I've always loved to do, I'm not going to say it because I don't want, I feel like if you've got a goal or something you want to do, don't tell people about it. So there's a couple of other things I'd like to do in semi-permanent makeup, but what that is, I'm not sure yet, because I've seen a few things I want to do. But regards to any other treatment, I would not do aesthetics, because weirdly enough, I know like semi-permanent makeup is like needles and blades and all of that kind of stuff, like blood can be involved. I couldn't put a needle in someone. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, that's not for me. I think it's amazing for people that can. They've got a strong stomach. I do not have that stomach. I don't know what it is, because like I say, I do semi-permanent makeup, so it's along the same lines, but I just couldn't do aesthetics, I don't think. Oh, someone has asked me, what made you start boxing and ice skating? I really want to start ice skating, but I'm scared. So do it for a start, honestly. So for ages, I've always wanted to do ice skating. Like, everyone's been like, what made you want to start ice skating? But I really wanted to do it, like, for a long time, since I was younger. Like, me and my family used to go and watch Disney on Ice every year, and I loved it. But it was just, and Dancing on Ice. My mum loves Dancing on Ice, so do I. I've not actually been watching it properly this year. I've just seen a few bits, but I used to always watch that with my mum and dad. And I loved the look of it. Like, it amazed me that people could do that. Like, I just thought, how do you even do that? Like, when I went around an ice rink, I just would hobble, basically. Like, I could skate a bit, but not very well. So last year, me and my sister, did she take me or did we book it together? I can't remember. Anyway, we went to Disney on Ice again, and I was watching it and amazed again, because I hadn't been since probably like before COVID. Maybe, I think the last time I went I was about 16 or 17, so a while ago, and I was just like in awe of them. I was like, oh my god, how did they do that? I'd love to do that. So I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to find ice skating lessons. I'd looked a few months before when we actually booked going, and I didn't really think much of it. And then when I was like, I'm going to book ice skating lessons. I went in November last year, and I'm just looking at the time. I went in November last year, and because December's just like my busiest month with work, I couldn't start anything then. But and there wasn't any availability to start. Then the next time to start was in January, so I just there and then booked it, and I thought, well, I ain't got a choice now. Don't give yourself a choice. If you want to do something, book onto it. Don't think about it and then think about it later and think, what the hell have I done? And then when you get there, it's probably the best thing you've ever done. Also obsessed with boxing. Like, me and my friends have started, I think we're on our 6th week now, so we've got 2 more weeks left, and because we did an 8-week course. In November or December again, we went out in the evening. We just went and got our yog berries, and we were both saying how we'd love to do boxing, and I've been looking and just seeing things about it all the time, and then we were talking about it, and then I just found a course near me, and I just said, right, should we book it? So we booked it. Honestly, one of the other best things I've ever started, like ice skating or boxing. The next question is tying on to, and not the last question, the question before, what made you start SPMU as well as nails? So SPMU is semi-permanent makeup. So what made me start was I actually got my eyebrows nano bladed in 2019, April time, so nearly 4 years ago. And after it, I just thought, I've never done anything different before. I'd love to try doing something different. So I booked onto a course. So I got done in April. I booked onto my course in the November, I think it was. Well, I did my course in the November, December time of 2019. And yeah, the rest is history, really. So I started doing that. Then I went on to brow lamination, because I thought, well, I do brows anyway. And then only just recently I've started doing lips, so I just really enjoyed doing brows. I thought, I've never tried it before. If I don't like it, yeah, I've spent a lot of money on the course, but I know that I've done it now. I'd rather do something and be like, do you know what, I tried it, I didn't like it, I'm not doing it again. Have you ever had any work done to your face, like filler, lips or brows? Funnily enough, yeah. I've not had work done to my face ever, really. I've had my lips done, and that was the last time. The first ever time I got them done was in 2018, and I think I had them done twice then. And then again it was actually April 2019, the same time I had my brows done. I remember that I kept coming home in like within a week and had something new. So I had my brows done, then I had my lashes done, then I had my lips done, then I had a tattoo, and my mum was like, what are you doing? Like, just because you're 18 now doesn't mean you can go out getting all these things done. And I did. And do I regret it? No. I probably now wouldn't, looking back, I probably wouldn't have had my lips done again. I would have rather just let that. I just wish I didn't get my lips done. I don't know if I've still got a filler in them because it has been like, what, nearly 4 years, so I really doubt it. I do like it, but I think like I went a bit overboard at the time because I had so much done all at once. I just didn't look like me. Like when I look back at pictures, I think, oh, I just look awful in some pictures. But loved my eyebrows, absolutely loved them. They're still there now, they're just very faded. I've had my lips lip blushed, and that was so that when I lip blush people, I knew like how they were feeling and stuff like that. So that was more of a work research kind of treatment. But anything else, I've not had anything else done, no. So question, you always seem so positive but always busy. True. How do you keep good balance? I don't, is the answer. Everyone at work, like clients, say to me all the time, oh, how do you do everything? Actually, I do have an answer. I don't have a social life. I do not have a social life, and that is probably really not very like healthy. But I've got a lot of plans coming on later on in the year, so at the minute with so much going on, like honestly I look at my diary for work and I'm trying to slot days in to do different things, and I'm like, how have I only got like 3 days to do that in April? Like what? And then I look at my diary for just doing things and I just think, honestly, January and February are very like work months to me. I don't do anything in January and February. I have a very boring life, but I do end up working a lot, which funnily enough, this January just gone is the busiest January I've ever had in work. Like it was just chocker, and for January I'm very grateful for that. Next question is, oh by the way, I'm sat downstairs today, I thought get some natural lighting, and I actually prefer it. I feel like I look more like me in the natural lighting than upstairs when I've got my ring light on. Anyway, are you a confident person? You seem it with working with people all day, every day. Am I a confident person? 50-50. Yes and no. Depending on the environment, depending who I'm with, depending what it's about, depending how I feel in myself that day, depending ridiculously what I'm wearing and what I look like. Genuinely all them factors play into how confident I feel on a day. So if I, for instance, I think I'm going to go to the shopping centre today to get a boost because it's my only day off for I don't know how long. I'm going to the shopping centre later. I've done my hair and my makeup just because I wanted to. I'm going to put, I mean I've got a mismatched tracksuit on, but I'm going to put the other half of this tracksuit on, or put like a nice outfit on. I'll walk through a shopping centre on my own and I will feel confident and absolutely fine. Like I wouldn't think people looking at me, I wouldn't think, oh my god, why am I on my own? I wouldn't be overthinking about it. I'd be fine even if I went without hair and makeup done. But I feel like when you go and you feel nice and you feel good about yourself, you are more confident. If you put me in, I'm trying to think of an environment where I wouldn't like, for instance, when I first started boxing, the first day, icebreaker, oh my god, I can't even remember what I was wearing, just a gym outfit, nothing special, and I didn't want to go and feel like overdressed to a gym class, underdressed, because I overthink these things. It's literally full of a range of different people, older women, older men, younger women, younger men. It's just a complete mix, and I had to stand, we all stood up and we had to do an icebreaker and say our name and what we were looking forward to about the course. In that, no, I'm not confident at all, but the session later, I felt confident in the class. Does that make sense? Like I would say things in it, but stood on, I've been talking for so long, my battery's gonna die. Stood on my own in front of everyone talking, I wouldn't feel confident at all. But I am confident in work, I'm confident when I go out, I do feel like I'm quite a confident person, but not an outgoing person, if that makes sense. I'm confident in places I'm comfortable, but I'm not an outgoing, dead loud person in an environment that I'm not comfortable with, if that makes sense. How did you get started doing nails? How I got started doing nails, I just did a course when I was 17 as well as makeup, and I just loved it. It was like my favourite thing ever. I did it whilst I was working part-time and at college. So I was full-time college, part-time in a pub. Then I started doing makeup on the Saturdays. Then I started doing nails when I left college. I was literally working 7 days a week, and I think since then I've probably not worked most days a week, but I love it. So yeah, I just did a course and just went from there, and I didn't really think much of it. I just did it because I enjoyed it, and then now I do nails full time, which I think about sometimes, and some days I do think I'm not doing this anymore, but it is so worth it. Like, I do absolutely love doing nails. It's the best. But I've got a few other questions as well, but they're more about like lighting, other things to do with work, so I don't really want to answer too many more work questions, but I feel like I've answered quite a lot of things, so my battery is literally flashing, so I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've all enjoyed listening to a few Q&A answers, question and answers that don't make sense. I hope you've enjoyed this Q&A anyway, and I will see you in the next one. If anyone's got any other questions you'd like me to answer in another Q&A, pop them down in the comments, give it a like and subscribe if you want to see some more videos from me. I am going to be uploading more content now, hopefully. And I have something planned next month for my boyfriend's birthday, so I'm going to vlog that, which I'm very excited about. So if you want to see that, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!